humorous speech from his own experience. Maciej? The wedding.
Marriage.
The wedding. Actually, he was right. He has more up-to-date information because, as was pointed before, wedding and marriage is not the same. So last time I talked to you about love, and now I'm going to tell you about the next logical step, which is wedding. I mean marriage and how to survive your own wedding without going crazy. That's of course a speech for people who have their weddings in front of, still before them, unless they don't want to settle, for example. But if you want to settle, take some advice from me. How did I survive it? A year ago, my anniversary had just happened, so my memories are still quite vivid. So do you know the film The Wedding, Wesele, the Polish film from 2004 or something? So before I saw that movie, I really wanted to go for a wedding. I'd never been, and I really wanted to go to some wedding. And then I watched this movie, and I didn't want to go to any, at least of all my own, because what was happening in this movie was just catastrophic. But then I went on some weddings. Some were amazing weddings. There were good weddings. There were okay, I guess, weddings. I didn't went to Patrick's wedding. I don't know why. I still hope I will go to some people's wedding in the future. I don't know. And in between all those times, there was occasion for me to finally have my own wedding. And my advice for people who are stressed about it or nervous: be cool. That's my advice, because as the cooler you are, the cooler will your wedding be. If you plan everything too much, there's too many things that can fall apart. And the best remedy for things not going according to plan is just not have any plan, or at least as little planning as possible. And it's like in Toastmasters, really. When you go speak in front of people, there are some rules like never apologize. If something goes wrong, just say that was on purpose. Everything like that is when you're organizing a wedding. So starting with, before you even start planning a wedding, you first have to propose, right? And thing here is also be cool. Don't over plan it, because if it's complicated, if you want to take your future wife for this hot air balloon that we have in Krakow, for example, and kneel in front of her with the ring when you're high on top, a gush of wind can come and you can kiss your ring bye-bye, because it will just fall down. So simple popping the question is enough. What can be tricky is getting the measurement for the engagement ring. And imagine what excuse you have to come up to go with a ruler to your future wife and just start measuring her fingers. You can say, okay, honey, I'm trying to see if that cup, the mug I'm buying you will fit. Or this laptop I want to buy you if the keyboard is not too small for you. And try saying that without making her think that you call her fat, really. And so some people can just do it when the girl is sleeping, but imagine if she wakes up and she sees you with a ruler above her. Imagine what she will think. Bonus points if you don't live together. So I took the easiest approach, actually. I just stole a ring that she loves, and I used that as a basis for measurement. And when I proposed, funny thing turned out. Another advice: when you do that, as I did, take an actual ring. Make sure that there's a ring that she wears on the ring finger, not on some other finger, because in that situation, well, we turned it into a joke, because now when she likes someone, she could see, hey, look at my engagement ring, and when she doesn't like, she could say, hey, look at my engagement ring. So that was good. And after that, when you're engaged, hopefully she said yes, you can go off planning your wedding. You can start planning, or you can do as we did, just do nothing for 10 months. And then it was 10 months before our planned date. People were starting asking us questions like, where's the venue? Where are you getting married? When are you getting married? And we said, we don't know when yet. We don't still have a venue to 10 months before the wedding. And people said, what? Like, 10 months? You're screwed. So we started getting really freaked out. People were telling us stories, but they went to 5, 10, 15 venues. This one's too far, this one's too small, this one's too expensive. So we freaked out. We went for venue hunting. We went to the first place, and that was it. Really. Same with DJ, same with church, same with wedding dress. I actually spend more time looking for my suit than my wife for her wedding dress. So it's not that hard, people. Be cool. Then, invitations. We really wanted to, at least to our family, give the invitations in person because, that's a family. So we went all around the place. We, for example, went to my sister who lives in Warsaw. My sister is the most pragmatic person in the world. Speaking about marriage, do you know why she finally got married to her long-term boyfriend? Try to guess. People say pregnant, and I say my pragmatic sister getting pregnant. No way, not like that. She wouldn't just get pregnant. She would have to plan it. No, it's like Mateusz said, tax reductions. And people say that romanticism is dead. So we went to see my pragmatic sister in Warsaw. We gave her the invitation, and she said, "Why didn't you just mail it?" Thank you, sister. It's nice to see you too. Finally, all the invitations are given, all the confirmations came back, and then came my favorite part: seating the guests. I printed all the names of our guests. I started putting them where I wanted them to sit. I just felt like a puppet master, and then I realized the numbers don't match. It was 3 days before the wedding, and I called the venue and tell them, "Hello. It seems that when we talked about the number of guests, we forgot about 2 people. Yeah, us, the bride and the groom. Is there still place for us? Don't worry about that, because when it comes to food, for example, on the wedding, the bride and the groom don't eat at all.
Mm-hmm.
Really. When you're planning the menu, don't think about what you like, think about what people like, because you, bride and the groom, won't have a chance to eat anyway. Drinking is a different topic, because everyone will want to drink with you. So there's advice for that too. You just have a separate bottle of vodka, but inside you just have plain water, and you use that to drink with people. So after all those problems we had, finally the wedding day came, and it turned out at the wedding date that the same date 500 cyclists choose to Kraków to be the final of Tour de Pologne. So this is where the wedding venue were, this is where the church was, and this is where the cyclists were riding all day. But thankfully we somehow get to the venue, and that's when the best party in my life happened. So I think it's a good thing that I can call my own wedding the best wedding I've ever been to. I wish you all could say that in the future. And so that's that. Last time it was love, this time it was marriage, and my next speech probably divorce. Thank you very much.